We in these hot ass Texas streets, honey. Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now.
That's crazy.
And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot ass, honey. So yes.
I hate to be the friend who's too woke right now, but I fear I must. Jasmine Crockett is currently under fire for calling Greg Abbott Hot Wheels because, he's in a wheelchair type. Let me tell you why I don't agree with her joke. And to be honest, it's not even for the reason you might think. Is the joke ableist? Yes. Do I necessarily care that somebody was being ableist to somebody who is literally a bigot and is trying to strip away people's rights? Well, no. I think Jasmine specifically has taken her bleach, butch, blonde, built, whatever moment and is stretching it. And any chance she gets in front of a microphone, she is trying to have those sound bites. And I think at some point, it's really just performative. Dare I say.
Being performative.
And I'm not trying to down on this black woman politician who is probably doing everything she can when she's working to make sure that we have our rights.
It's okay,
but I'm always
Jamila.
call a spade a spade. And I know performativeness when I see it, sister, I do. Because what are you really doing? Other than egging on the bullshit that's going on with Congress. One thing I'm always going to say is I think that we don't need to be overly nice to these Republicans, right? I'm not sitting here trying to say we need to have respectability politics. I'm not saying that we need to, just be buddy.
But it was wrong.
Be like, oh, we're just going to turn the other cheek. We just need to be the bigger people. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is you getting on the podium and insulting things that they cannot help about themselves isn't doing anything.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with what that lady had to say. Obviously, I don't think we would agree with her politically, obviously based on by what she finished her statement with, but I completely agree. She's very performative. I think when she doesn't present herself this way, she's like more tolerable. But when she does this every time, it just drives me nuts. It's like, why are you doing this? Like, what are you trying to accomplish? Like, you're not being bipartisan. You're not accomplishing anything. You're not doing a good job.
Yeah, this absolutely did nothing. Like, she just made fun of a guy in a wheelchair.
If someone on the right did this to someone on the left, they would be tweaking about that.
Well, we know that. We know that.
Well,
the left has all these resources at their disposal. They got the whole media to come back up their argument. They got journalism. They got all type of stuff. I think if they really want to show that they're not a biased media network, they need to show that they can call out this nonsense, and they're not doing a good job.
She might just be marketing, to be honest with you.
No, she's doing exactly what she said.
She
That's
clip
what
farming.
yeah. She's looking for a viral
That's what
moment.
she said.
She clip farming like
She's
crazy.
looking for a viral moment.
Look, and it's okay to tell
Performative.
jokes, but to a guy in a wheelchair,
Nah, that's too far. I would not do that.
I mean, just to the party that's supposed to be inclusive, you shouldn't be saying things like that.
Well,
especially at the
if-
human rights.
I wouldn't
event.
make fun of nobody in a
you know
wheelchair.
what? We can't be too pussy. People
No,
be
we keeping
making
it real.
jokes.
But that's
Shit,
the
it's
thing,
a
she's
joke.
not
a
dog.
wheelchair?
my bad.
Yeah,
I don't
know.
make fun of disabled
she's
people.
not. She's not a comedian, bro.
Like, if
Yeah,
you
you know,
ugly,
could
I can make fun of you.
It's okay. Everybody makes a joke.
You know, because they have dark humor. We can't be
But
too
she a
soft. We
comedian.
can't be
From a
too.
comedian, not from a politician.
No, that is
Actually,
bad
I've
for a
never heard
politician.
someone on the right make some fun of a disabled person on the left.
I'm not gonna lie, buddy. We met at the RNC. If she would have made fun of him in the wheelchair, I personally met him. I'd be extra hot
Madison.
about that
That's
shit.
not.
Yeah.
I'd be
the
extra
dude,
mad
yeah.
about that shit because I
Yeah.
personally know him.
Yeah, he's a
and
good
some
dude.
people personally know.
He's
you
a
know,
good dude.
Governor
Greg
Abbott.
Abbott, yeah.
So that's a problem to some people.
I don't
No,
understand.
that
why.
is a problem with
I
some
don't
people because she
understand
is a
why.
politician, though.
You
I'm
don't
just
do no
saying.
shit like that. You made
I'm
fun of
just
bro.
saying.
I'm gonna be very upset about that.
It's too
I
far.
don't understand why she was making it seem like Texas is not like a great state. This is the second. What is this? I think this is the number one most moved to state.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Texas
Like
is
we have the
amazing,
number
right?
2 highest economy in the nation. Who's number 1? I don't know, but I'm surprised it's not Texas.
I think she
It's
probably blamed it
Minnesota.
on the border. I bet.
Minnesota?
This is her tweet. This is her tweet.
I wasn't thinking about the governor's condition. I was thinking about the planes, trains, and automobiles he used to transfer migrants into communities led by black mayors, deliberately stoking tension and fear among the most vulnerable. Literally, the next line I said was he was a hot ass mess, referencing his terrible policies. At no point did I mention I'm even more appalled that the very people who unequivocally support Trump, a man known for racially insensitive nicknames and mocking those with disabilities, are now outraged.
Who did he mock with the disability?
I think he he made fun of like some reporter sometime or something. I don't know. I don't know. They did some stuff from his first.
But I would have said the same thing. I would say he shouldn't have did that.
No, I know. We ain't saying that she's wrong. We gonna say she's wrong for that, but
keep that same energy for all people, not just your political adversaries. Finally, this is just another distraction. Instead of obsessing over hanging onto my every word, maybe my political foes should focus on doing the work of the people who elected us to improve their lives. That's rich. That's a rich statement coming from her, who just went on an interview and said, I'm not focused on passing legislation. I'm focused on opposing Trump. She said, I could pass more legislation, but I'm focused on opposing Trump. She said that verbatim out her own mouth.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was just getting ready to say.
You know, it's interesting that like she's trying to play like she's the victim here, which she's very clearly not.
Gaslighting 101.
You're trying to gaslight people for what you very obviously said. Like, why else would you call him Governor Hot Wheels?
yeah, you did.
Like,
you know what she did.
You know what
Yeah,
Hot
she did.
Wheels? Really? Like, you know what you meant. Like, don't sit here and try to play us like we're dumb. We heard you. We know what you meant. And it was a poor.
Yeah, it was a bad joke.
It was a poor choice of words, you know. And it's interesting because like she's talking. I don't know, man. It's interesting.
I can't say her, but we saw jokes about bro who got to meet the police. The one who we reacted to. What's his name?
Oh,
DJ.
Little dude. Yeah,
Lil DJ.
That was outrageous.
Man, you know the left. You know they attack anyone that doesn't agree with them.
Yeah, they be tweaking, bro.
And the right will do that too, but I feel like, you know, to a certain extent. Like, we might call you ugly, we might call you ghetto, we might call you fat, but somebody with like cancer or disability, I'm not
especially
speaking
for
on
a
that.
politician, bro. That's too far, man.
Nah,
Damn.
yeah, for a politician, it is bad.
You see, Josh Williams, he's a disabled veteran. He said something about that. Yeah, he quoted our tweet, said, as a disabled veteran, I find what she had to say disgusting.
Yeah, y'all look out for our interview with him.
Yeah, we got an interview coming with him soon.
Man, shout out Josh, for real.
Josh coming on the channel, y'all. Y'all asking, we receiving. He coming.
This is pretty bad. Like, when I heard it the first time, it went over my head a little bit.
Didn't go over my head at all.
But I was just like, you know, she's an idiot. Some of the shit she said, I tuned it out. But this right here, now that I've rewatched it, I'm like, this is extremely
You
bad.
just can't do that, bro.
I just don't understand why she would do that. Like that girl said, she's just too performative. Like stop trying to be a viral social media moment and focus on doing your job. Like, a lot of these younger politicians, especially on the Democrat side, because I really don't see this from the right at all, but especially on the Democrat side, they just try to be like a viral moment. They try to get stuff for social media. They're trying to get retweets and clicks, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, no.
It's literally
This is
annoying
bad
because
politics right here.
it's like a bunch of theater kids that have been elected to government to just try to be viral. It's crazy.
Time and a place for everything. This wasn't the time or the place to
Man,
do
you
it.
just shouldn't have been done by a government official.
She'll act so
Yeah.
different. She'll like, the way she talks one day versus the other day will be like night and day difference.
100% facts. You know, for someone who went to a private school, the way she acts is crazy.
They'll lose it all for a viral moment.
Hey guys, fraud is at an all-time high right now. We all saw what was happening during the Biden administration, man. It was crazy. Like, I've heard horror stories of people who were fighting for their homes, their own homes, for 3 years in court. So basically, guys, what can happen is somebody can actually steal the title to your home. So the reason why that is a problem is because they will end up making you pay the payments, like, to the bank, and they will be the owners of your home. And I know this sounds crazy, but it happens like all the time. Like, this is a real problem.
Or they could, I think, use your name and make you sign off on something that you didn't sign off on.
Yeah.
And you'll be having a home title that you didn't even sign up for.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And they will use fake IDs. They will do anything. And it happens so easy. Like, if you put any type of your information out there, they can do it. And there's really nothing the police can do about it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Officer Tatum, y'all know him. He was a police officer, and he even said, there's nothing you could do about this. Like, the police just have to just add you to the list. There's nothing you could do about this.
When was the last time you checked your home title loan? If you're like me, the answer is never. And that's exactly what scammers are counting on. That's why I trust Home Title Lock. Their $1 million triple lock protection helps you keep your home and equity safe. Here's what you get: immediate 24/7 monitoring of your property, urgent alerts if there are any changes, and if fraud should happen, their US-based restoration team will spend up to $1 million to fix the fraud and restore your title at no additional cost.
$1 million?
$1 million. They will spend $1 million to fight for you. Like, really just think about somebody to fight for you in your corner in your home, man.
So we've teamed up with Home Title Lock to give you a free title history report so you can find out if you're already a victim and access to your personal title expert. You get a $250 value just for signing up.
Go to HometitleLock.com and use our promo code Cartier or click on the link in the description and make sure to check out the $1 million triple lock protection details when you get there.
Let's go to HometitleLock.com and put the promo code Cartier. Go get that, y'all.
Dallas Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett may be censured by the U.S. House of Representatives. The calls for a public rebuke come after she made controversial comments over the weekend about Governor Greg Abbott. NBC5's Phil Prazen has more.
Houston area Congressman Randy Weber has filed a motion to censor Dallas Democratic Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett over these comments over the weekend.
Thank you so much, Morgan, because we in these hot Texas streets, honey.
It's not even
Just
hot
not
yet.
bright. Not bright.
Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now.
It's just not bright.
And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot mess, honey. So
She said that during a speech for the Human Rights Campaign in Los Angeles. While still new to Congress, Crockett has already built a reputation for brash talk and controversial statements, not backing down in an environment of heated rhetoric. She told Lone Star Politics this past weekend Democrats need to get tougher with their messaging.
So when you're sitting up in a debate with Greg Abbott, it's okay to be indignant because this is a guy that also on his watch has had women die.
On the Hot Wheels comments, she posted online, quote, "I wasn't thinking about the governor's condition. I was thinking about the planes, trains, and automobiles
those are the wheels
he
you were
used
talking
to
about?
transfer migrants into
Hell
communities
no,
led
bruh.
by black mayors, deliberately
bruh.
stoking tension
she
and
just lied,
fear."
She spent this
Let
so
us stand
crazy.
on it. At least stand on it. She said the wheels I was talking about were this. I didn't get that the first time we read
I
it.
just
She
caught it
said-
as well. I
That's
just
the
caught it
wheels
as
she
well.
said she was talking about?
Yeah, she's
Oh,
lying.
yeah, nah. She think everybody dumb, bruh. That's
Yes.
why we know damn well what you was talking about. Stand on it.
Hold up.
Stand on it.
Governor Hot Wheels.
She's trying to backtrack now, but see, that's what I don't like, bruh.
Someone said
You
that.
you are backtracking it now. You trying to say that that's not what you meant? You knew damn well. what
All you
meant.
gotta do is admit you had a bad joke.
Yes, she's trying to. Yeah,
I
her
do
PR
apologize
team told her to
Ash.
do that.
Like, I mean, these people act like they just can't
All
use the
right.
word apologize.
All right, man.
Nobody has ever said that out there
I
in
was giving you the
politics.
benefit of the doubt, but you tweet too bad.
Now she's turning around and trying to do this. I was talking about the planes and trains.
You know, it's interesting that she's trying to make it seem like, oh, he transferred migrants to communities, but like you're on the side of letting the migrants come and stay. So what's the problem of a state where they're anti-illegal migrant getting the illegal migrants out of here?
Guess what?
The reason that he has to transfer them to the said communities that are vulnerable is because you
voted
and your
against.
party want them to be here.
And guess what? Texas is the most moved to states. So what are you talking about?
Like,
About the planes, trains, and automobiles he used to transfer
So
migrants
bad,
into
bro.
communities led by black mayors, deliberately stoking tension and fear among the most vulnerable. That, a reference to the state's Operation Lone Star migrant busing program. Governor Abbott has not yet responded.
That's messed up, bro.
He's used the
I wanna
wheelchair
meet
since the
Greg Abbott.
1980s after a tree fell on him while jogging. Republican
crazy.
Attorney
That's
General
like the
Ken
worst look of
Paxton
all
called
time.
Crockett
for
despicable.
real.
Senator John Cornyn called the comments shameful. Crockett may now be the next member of Congress censored after Houston area Democrat Al Green was when he
always-
was kicked out of the chamber during
Texas-
President
hey,
Trump's
Texas
address to
Democrats.
Congress.
It's bad,
Phil
bro.
Praisen, NBC5.
Good Tim.
they said
I
she
said
might-
that last time.
hey, they said she might be censured. I promise you,
Houston
we're gonna hear
area
a lot
Democrat
less from
Al
their
Green
side.
was when he was kicked out of the chamber during President Trump's address to Congress.
Hey, Tim
Phil
got
Praisen
on his
and-
ass right then and there on God.
Nah, but he gotta keep it.
You gotta keep it P.
Keep it professional,
Keep it professional, bro.
He's not gonna stoop to that level.
This is
bad,
kinda
man.
crazy.
This is
man.
real bad.
It's pretty crazy, bro. Like, why would you do that? You're a politician looking for a viral moment, man.
Hey,
You see that?
yeah,
You
lose
see
it
that
all
approval
for a
rating
viral.
has dropped to 26.
Damn.
Yeah,
Tanking.
they're messing up.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
not
It's
getting
just,
no
it's
better.
just, it's just not a good look
She's
for
a
their party.
Democrat warrior.
This is bad
what
for
y'all
everybody.
I
have?
promise you, coming out of these next few years, she's destroying her reputation.
Well,
She's probably
she
building
ain't
it with
winning no
some.
election.
She's
Well-
probably building it with some, but coming into these next like few years,
7.3 mil.
I'm paying attention. Like I'm paying attention.
Click on her page.
She's trying to campaign to get her popularity up, but she's becoming infamous quickly. So she has to do
Nah,
something
she
to
ain't
fix
getting no
that.
more followers.
I think
So-
that this is her government page. She has 2 pages.
What her other page? I'm just seeing if
Bro,
she
she
going.
ain't got no clout like that, bro.
I think her other page has
She's
more
this.
followers.
We're talking about her right
other-
now.
her
This
other
is
page has
clout.
more
Yeah,
She ain't got no
obviously.
AOC clout, bro.
Her other
She's
page
getting
has
her
more
clout
followers.
up right now. We talking about her.
Hey, and guess what?
We talking
She,
about
hey,
her.
I
think her-
promise
I
you,
think her-
Everybody talking about her.
I think her other page has 200K.
She probably might have.
Oh,
the-
that's 400.
I'm not gonna say she gonna have the same. You know,
400K.
everybody was talking
Nah,
about.
she don't
her.
have AOC clout. AOC got 8 mil.
look.
But AOC been
If it
in
was
the
8
game.
contenders up there, and Jasmine is up there, she's gonna get 8th.
We gotta keep it 100, bro.
Maybe
like,
not 8.
I'm just paying attention to what's going on. AOC is purely campaigning.
I told y'all
That's why she's
AOC
on the
was
road
gonna
with
win.
Bernie Sanders.
Keep
Going
it
to
100.
these events to try to show she's doing something. She's a fighter. She can garner support. I'm paying attention. I see exactly what she's doing. Jasmine Crockett, she's trying to make a name for herself. She's trying to get her popularity up to the Democrat Party. She's quickly making herself very infamous.
She can say the best shit at the Democrat debate, and with the eyelashes, she gonna get last.
I don't know, man.
Oh God,
There's a lot of people that like her.
I'm sorry, I'm stop saying that, but yes, she gonna get
The
last.
number one supporters of the Democrat Party like her a lot.
Yeah, but there's not enough of them.
Yeah, it's only 13%. Well, out of the 13%, how many
out of the
percentage?
strongest voters of the Democrat Party, I think she's gonna get a lot of support from them.
I think AOC will get more than her.
Yeah.
I think she'll probably get more votes.
She gonna get
sure.
only nigga support.
Kamala will get more than her.
Yeah, for sure.
Only nigga support.
For sure.
That's 13.
Hey, that's enough to take votes away
No,
from
but
all the
I
other
think
candidates.
if out of the black people, if you
13%.
could just do black people only voting and it was her and Kamala will win. Sorry.
I don't
think that'd be a
know.
tight race.
I don't
If
know.
it's between her and Kamala's dumb as shit, I'm picking Kamala.
Let's talk first about this session, some of your goals. Is there anything you're trying to pass? How much of it is going on offense? How much of it is going on defense, trying to stop the Republicans?
Trying to pass, no. I should probably be a better politician and tell you, yes, we've got all this amazing legislation that I can absolutely imagine Donald Trump signing into law, and I'm just not gonna lie.
You had an accident at 26, and you were jogging, and you had a very severe injury, and yes, you are in a wheelchair. And I've gotten to know you. You're a personal friend of mine. I take it personally when friends of mine are attacked viciously for no reason. And there's no way in hell that this woman and her ex-post is going to convince me she meant anything other than what we all believe it to be.
Smile, bro.
Your reaction?
Well, Sean, is another day and another disaster by the Democrats. The reality is they have no vision, no policy. They have nothing to sell but hate. And Americans are not buying it. It's one reason why
I'm sorry,
Texas
y'all, but just look at the pictures they pulling up, bro. Just look at the pictures. Look at her, bro.
is another day and another disaster by the Democrats. The reality is they have no vision, no policy. They have nothing to sell but hate. And Americans are not buying it. It's one reason why Texas is going to remain red and why Republicans are going to continue to win elections across the country. The fact, Sean, is that Texas is actually in direct contrast to what she was talking about. Texas has ranked number one for the most new jobs in America over the past month, number one for the most new jobs over the past year, and for several years. Texas ranks number one for the most new economic development projects for 13 years in a row.
Damn.
CEOs
I'm sorry, Greg. I'm gonna let you cook.
Greg is cooking
Big
right now.
lips, small brain.
Whoa.
What she was talking about.
That was crazy.
Texas has ranked number one for the most new jobs in America over the past month.
Wow.
Number one for the most new jobs over the past year and for several years. Texas ranks number one for the most new economic development projects for 13 years in a row. Wow. CEOs who run businesses have ranked Texas the best state for doing business for 20
number one,
years
man.
in
Florida
a row.
second.
And Texas is in the vanguard as it concerns the future of the United States, such as space exploration, such as artificial intelligence, such as semiconductors, as well as power generation. The bottom line is that Republican states like Texas are leading the way, and with comments like this by Democrats, we will just leave them in the dust in future elections.
That was a great response.
Yeah, Greg, man. Yeah, Greg.
That is what's going to happen.
I like how he did, instead of responding to the comments with like another comment to egg on the fire, he just came with stats and facts.
A smart politician.
He said, look, man, y'all can say what y'all want about us, but we leading in this category, this category, this category, this category. We've been leading this one for 13 years.
Non-emotional.
Everybody want to come over here and do business.
He said, look, they have no identity. They want to sit around and peddle this nonsense and this bull, and we just going to whip that ass. We're just going to keep spanking that ass.
Stop, bro.
Hey, bro, chill, bro. Chill out, bro. Chill out, bro.
We finna see another example of it. We finna see another example of it right now.
Crockett insists she was talking about Abbott's policies and not alluding to his condition, before adding that MAGA can't really say anything because they support a president who has mocked disabled people in the past. It is worth noting, Scott, that she has in the past made a tweet that did refer to wheels and rolling.
Not on national television.
Yeah, and she tried to walk it back and obviously forgot about her previous commentary using that exact same insult. I don't know how the Democrats came to appoint Jasmine Crockett as the unquestioned leader of your party. But thank God. And I think what she should do is go on TV twice as much as she is right now, maybe 3 times as much. Because every time she appears and makes one of these mistakes, says something radical, it only further divides her party from the rest of the other 80% of America who can't stand this. But the problem is there's an audience for it. I heard Jimmy Kimmel's audience cheering on Tesla vandalism. I hear the Daily Show audience cheering on attacks on Elon Musk. I hear the human rights audience cheering on an attack on a man in a wheelchair. And I realize this is what the left has become.
Ooh.
An angry mob of people who are cheering on attacks on a guy in a wheelchair and vandalism against people who bought a Tesla. It's pathetic.
That was a great
Actions
analysis.
speak louder than words. And in this instance, I think we have a president who,
here we go.
When the plane crash happened in Washington, D.C., he blamed it on people with disabilities.
What?
When
he didn't.
says that autism is a threat to the American way of life, which is a disability. Apparently, the White House has ended ASL, American Sign Language Interpreters, in briefings, which is making it inaccessible.
Like Kevin Samuels.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. No. I'm finna get on. We need to put a button in here. Though,
We need a Kevin Samuels button.
Whoops. Whoops.
Actually, we need a button.
We need to assign some soundboard buttons.
Can we do that?
All
Hell
right,
yeah.
all
You need
right.
to put some sounds
I need
in
to
there.
put I need to get an automatic meme up there right now. That's what I need to get right there and put that meme up there every single time.
Man, no, man.
This is dumb.
Which is making it inaccessible. Questioning and gutting Social Security, which a lot of disabled people rely on. Medicaid, Medicare, people rely on.
His lips look white as
And
hell.
in his first campaign, mocking disability.
maybe we'll look more
Two wrongs
The
don't
white.
make a right, but actions speak louder than words. And the policies of the Republican, including undermining special education, ID, the Individuals with Disability and Education Act,
The way she
making
did
sure
not
that schools are not
speak
going to
on
be
it.
accessible. Those are the actions of this administration. Those are the actions of the Republican Party. I would rather folks be demonizing those things than...
heartbroken
But to
by
be
her.
clear, you don't agree with what she said, right?
Well, her explanation was that she wasn't referring to that policy. If she
So
was,
you buy that?
But here's the thing.
She's not gonna answer it.
If you make fun of somebody because of their disability, I do not agree with that. As a person with a disability, as a person who has family members with a disability, as a person who has taught children with a disability.
She has
that
a
is not
disability?
acceptable. She said that's not what she was doing, and so I know Jasmine, and I believe Jasmine if that's what she was saying.
Damn, man.
I try to
For
tell y'all.
one day, can we keep it
Is that
real,
so?
bro? For one day on
say
here.
I'm like, why he look different right now, though? Am I
He
tripping?
shaved the beard.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, Shamark look
No,
different.
but for one day, bro. Just for one day.
I
One
told
day
y'all.
only.
I told y'all.
One
I
day
told
only
y'all.
can we keep it real. For one day.
Hey.
Y'all know what she said. Everyone knows what she said. Can we get a lie detector test? Please. She knows what she meant.
Hey, I told y'all who gonna support her. What I tell y'all? Oh.
They gonna lose. They gonna lose.
Fucking told y'all.
They're not gonna win.
I just got off the phone with my mama. I love Jasmine Crockett. She tell it like it is. I said, mama, please, please.
Hey.
But hey, my mama's a lawyer and her sorority sister, so she don't give a damn.
If I talk shit about Jasmine Crockett, my mama probably gonna defend Jasmine.
Hey.
And I'm gonna show my mama the meme. I'm gonna show y'all the meme. This the meme right here.
Nah, bro, don't pull that meme
I'm
up, bro.
pulling the meme up, bro.
That's
It
bad.
get to a point, bro. It gets to a point where we gotta keep it real.
He said it gets to a point. Hey, pull up what Shamichael said, man. You know Shamichael Cook. Go to his Twitter page, man. He posted it this morning. I said, my brother Shamichael, man, I'm rocking with you.
Yeah, this shit gotta stop, bro.
We gotta get Shamichael on the channel, man. I rock with Big Michael,
We
man.
got his number, don't we?
Hell yeah.
Hold on, I got one thing to say before this video starts. Will y'all compare Jasmine Crockett to Tiffany Henyard?
No.
Are they the same
People
people?
are doing
No.
that, but
No, I would not. Nah. She's not that bad.
Well,
She's not a violent
She not on that level.
No, she's not on that level.
We
She's
don't
not
know
on
what
that level.
Jasmine.
Tiffany
All right,
Henyard.
listen,
Tiffany Henyard
listen.
allegedly got people knocked off. She's using the police to attack people, and her boyfriend has a wife.
Listen.
Her boyfriend
We don't
got
have to like what Jasmine Crockett say, but she's not on. Tiffany Henyard is scum.
No, Tiffany
Jasmine
Henyard.
Crockett, I don't agree with what she say and what
Yeah,
she do.
nah, yeah.
I don't agree with that. But But Tiffany Henyard is literal fucking
yeah, she's
scum.
worse.
She is scum.
She is dangerous.
To compare them is disrespectful.
I'm scared to talk about her. We see her.
Disrespectful.
And we talked about her too much. We lived in that city. She dead ass might get us swatted. No bull.
I ain't gonna lie, that's disrespectful.
That's disrespectful.
That's disrespectul as hell.
No, it's not disrespectful. I wouldn't say that.
Jasmine
It's not disrespectful.
Tiffany Henyard?
But I don't agree.
She
said Hot
Tiffany
Wheels.
meme under like what she said on Twitter.
That's what I see.
It's not such a stretch.
Wow.
It's not a crazy stretch, but I don't agree with
No,
it.
that's a crazy stretch.
Bro, I can see Tiffany doing this if she was in this position.
You think Tiffany dumbass to get in this position?
She got the
might
mayor.
get elected because
She
she
got
got
elected
elected too.
in Dalton, Illinois, a town of 20,000 people.
Hey, she got elected. Hey,
She got elected in Dallas.
she might be able to do it. You been in
Man,
Dallas?
how is Dallas?
Duncanville.
How did Dallas let this happen?
Duncanville.
There's a lot of people in Dallas, though. It's
Do
not
you
just
know
the
how many-
Duncanville people.
She got voted in Duncanville.
But there's a lot of white people and there's a lot of
She
other Mexicans.
represents, no, she represents Duncanville.
Yeah.
That area voted for Kamala by 50 points.
Oh, they can
Don't
play
sit here and
football.
play. How
They play
does
football,
she
but-
win?
But they can't.
They play football, basketball, run track. They play ball. They black. That's how she got elected in Dallas.
And her tweet, her not so apology, I would call it, she said she was talking about his policies. Let's look at the policies of Texas Governor Greg Abbott, a state that my parents reside in. 2023, 2024, it was the #1 state that most Americans moved to, a Republican state. The second largest economy in the country. It would be the 8th if it were indeed a country itself. The fastest job growth in America right now is out of Texas.
Come on
That's
now.
Republican policies. Those are conservative policies. That's why Republicans maintain leadership in
It's also
2024
the state
moving forward.
where women don't have the right to bodily autonomy. Where a woman literally just died from.
It's the state with the greatest economic prosperity in this country.
But
Those are good.
Take it back to abortion.
Don't say she's against.
Talking about abortion.
And don't run over dead women.
Dead women.
Yeah, bro, these people aren't serious, guys. Hey, I'm done with it, man. She said what she said, and it was wrong. Hopefully, she comes on and says
she's
something.
talking about people don't have the right to abortion here. Guess what? You can vote on that.
But also-
over the last election, 7 states expanded abortion because people voted. But guess where it didn't expand? Texas. Obviously, the people here don't want that. Shut your ass up.
Well, also, didn't Trump say if it's to save the mother's life, it's always legal?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's state by state.
No. He said in every state, everywhere. That's what he
It's
said.
every state everywhere, is it?
That's what
They're
Trump
not
said.
gonna
I don't
let
know.
you die,
Let me look that up.
It's like a special case exception to save the mother's life. I think
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Is that every state?
You
Let's
think
see.
they're gonna let the
They
mother
should.
die?
Yeah, they shouldn't just let the
Yes.
mother die.
No, brother. That will never happen. I'm gonna. Oh well, we can't do it.
Never?
You have to die. No, nigga, it's the doctor.
Who's gonna take care of the baby?
Let's have common sense about that.
My
one.
fault.
Who's gonna take care of the baby if the mama died?
Yeah, guys.
Adoption.
Brock, you ain't even gotta look it up. Bro.
Hold on, I'm right here.
Keep it real, bro.
I'm right here on the Texas Gov website.
Bro, they're
It
always
says-
gonna save a life.
Texas does for
Life of the mother?
Yeah.
Okay.
Life of the mother. Every
It's common
state, it's
sense.
legal.
Come on, guys. All right, let us know what y'all think, man. This is insane.